Hey there guys, and welcome back to Satisfactory in our Megabase build here. And I have collected all the materials we need to upgrade our, or to launch our little pod here and get our next milestone, which is logistics. So I'm just going to grab the last bit of the wire we need. I've put the plate and the rods in there, you can see on the right. And we're going to go in here, dump that in. Shift left click to do that, by the way. A lot of the hotkeys are very similar to Factorio, which is quite nice. So you can see, we'll watch this guy take off, which is awesome. I think this is the first one we've actually launched, because all the others were hub upgrades.
The productivity display will help you measure and improve the productivity of individual buildings to aid with optimization.
That's so cool. Okay, so also we need to examine stuff. So we've completed the analysis of the flower, and this thing will pop up and tell us some stuff about it. So basically these are really useful for, you can use these for your color gun later on to color your buildings. One other thing we want to look at is, we don't actually have any of these. We do have some of these though. So let's begin analyzing that, and we will go back to our hub. So we can now do splitters and stuff, which is huge. But the next thing I want is utility, because this is going to allow us to make biofuel, which is way more efficient fuel-wise than just the biomass. And the other thing we need to do today is build some more biomass burners. In fact, I'm going to do one right now, because we actually can't run all the machines we have on just these two. It trips the fuse because it's pulling too much power. We are going to make a proper area for these. I'm trying to see. We could actually put them up on this hill, potentially. Because I don't think our main factory is going to be expanding this way, at least not for a very long time. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to go stick them up on this hill. It's a little bit of a pain to get to, but once we get utility milestone, we can actually build watchtowers, which will allow us to just climb up and then hop up on the hill, basically is how that's going to work. And this is not flat, but we actually could build some foundations. I don't have very much concrete, unfortunately, but I think 6 goes into 27 4 times, so I can build a total of 4 of these. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's certainly enough room for the biomass generator. So go into power and stick one here. So it actually does fit exactly. Unfortunately, there's no way to auto feed these, so we're gonna kind of just have to work with what we got here. And then this guy, actually, how many? He has. Oh, sweet. So we can actually just connect him right up. Oh, we don't have enough cable. Dang it. Luckily, we can do this down there, and I can jump here to not take fall damage. Perfect. All right. Let's make a few cable. Okay, so if we connect him up to him, so that will now give us this huge boost of power, and this is burning through this biomass really quick, which is why we really need this next milestone here.
Exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Okay, so this guy has re-arrived. It's fantastic. Which one? I turned off this. Turn that on for a minute. And then this guy, we actually do not have much cable and stuff. We need to belt over iron or copper from over there. So we need a bunch of plate for our belts, and then we can do splitters and stuff too. So pretty much we're just going to tear down this whole thing, and I think I can just do that now. We have enough like stuff in our inventory to pretty much finish up what we need to do here, because now we can really start laying out stuff how we want it in the factory. And it looks like my inventory is actually full because we're we're leaving boxes everywhere. Oh geez. Alright, let's get rid of this ore that we don't need at the moment. Get rid of the rest of these berries, a little bit of limestone, these flowers. I do want the leaves for biomass. The carapace ingots? Sure. Mostly I just need a room to pick this stuff up. I'm not actually sure I'm going to have enough room for all this still. I think I will, though. So this guy is still cranking those out. We'll wait for him to finish. We actually have enough plate and ingots for this. We just don't have the wire, which is a bit unfortunate. Alright. Boom. So we've got that. I really would like platforms here, unfortunately. Before I start building all this. Okay, we didn't leave a box. Let's start out by bringing this guy over here so we can actually set up our concrete facility. Again, we could set it up there, but I'm actually tempted to do that. I really liked this belt coming down. We could leave this here and actually just have that be a concrete belt. I think that's actually a better idea. Because we're going to need all that flat room over where I was going to build it for the rest of our factory. So we're just going to go ahead and build it up here. So really, we don't even need smelters for this. You just, let's clear this. And then this guy will actually clear here as well because we want to reposition him. More like this way. It's not a ton of room, but there is some. So if we throw down a constructor, I believe one of these can support 2 constructors. Let's see if we do something like that. Okay, so this guy, this is consuming 45 limestone per minute. You can see right here. And this thing is producing 120. So 45 and 45 is 190. 3 times would be a bit too, or it's not 190, it's 90. It would be a bit too much, so we can definitely support 2. A little more than 2, really. Is this actually lining up? It's a little hard to tell. Okay. So now, if we go into our logistics here, we now have splitters. So the real question is this actually going to fit here? And I think the answer is no. So unfortunately, we got to move these things forward a bit. I'm trying to think. Because we need room for this to eject. Okay, we do. We have room for that. So this conveyor splitter. I think this is going to be too steep, maybe? Aha, it's not. So you can see it was the orange was the input again, pretty much. And then these 3 blues are the outputs, so you can actually split 3 ways with these. I'm going to move this really quick. And line him up like that. There we go. I could do 3, I guess. Actually, this isn't even going to be able to support 2 because a level 1 belt can only support 60 items a minute, and this is consuming 45. So one of these isn't going to work fully, but that's okay. And then what we need to do is build we want a storage container here. Probably we want the storage container down there. So if we go into then a merger, so it's pretty much the pretty much the opposite. You can have 3 inputs and then an output. I'm actually going to turn this guy, swing him like this way, and have it kind of just line up like that. It's like partway down the hill, but that's okay. And then this guy is going to come in the back. And this one is going to run back over this way. It's a little messy, but that's okay. There we go. Pretty nice curves here. And there we go. Okay, so we need some power. There's 3 machines here, so 1 power pole will do the trick. Let's just throw him like here. So we'll connect you to there, and there, and there. So this guy we need to set as well as this guy over here. And we just need to connect the power up. So let's see if I can do this without falling to my death. Whew. Oh, a little scary there. Alright, so if we take that. So if you can actually use this power connector thing, and it will kind of auto-build a power pole for you at a certain distance. So like that's max, well that's too steep, but It will show a max wire distance at some point, like right here. So we can place one here. I'm going along the edge again because we want all this room for our factory. And then this guy... Okay, there's actually power here, but I don't think we're going to want to connect to that necessarily. I think we want to connect back here to that, because then we can connect this other miner eventually to that power pole. Okay, so that's working. Let's just bring this down and throw a storage container somewhere. Let's go into here, and this guy can do a storage container. Tempted. I'd like to raise this up, but I guess either way it's going to take the same amount of space. If we just stick him like over here, is this going to work? It does. It's a bit steep, but it should work. And those guys are working. You can see the little arms and stuff moving, so we know that's good to go. And that thing will just work for now. We have another iron patch here even. Okay, so let's work on our copper here really quick, bringing this over. We need a portable miner and some concrete. Of course, we need the concrete. Let's do that. And I think, didn't I put concrete in here? No, I put some limestone. We do actually have limestone in there though, so let's make a little bit more concrete. And now we can make a miner, and then we can make a ton of belts too. So let's preemptively run some power poles this way. Also gonna probably need more wire, or more cable than that. Okay. That has 4, this guy has 3 connections. Okay, let's run this kind of along this way, because the copper's over there. Bring this like back to here. And this one we can stick up on the hill. We should be able to do this in like 2 power poles or so. It's gonna clip through the hill a little bit, but what can you do? Close enough. Yeah, these wires can reach like a super long way. And we'll just stick him like there. Now we could smelt the copper here and send that back, which may actually be a better idea. Either way though, we want to put a miner down. Do we want to do that? Is there even room to like set up some smelting here? I'm pretty sure this was a pure patch, right? Yeah, so we could send the copper. I don't know if I want to send it over to the left or around the right hand side here. I think our iron is going to be more on the right hand, because that's where patches are. I think we're going to send this along the left. We could actually smelt here, which probably is not a bad idea. It would save room over there, because the iron stuff gets quite extensive. Whereas right now, for quite a while, all we need is the cable here. So let's do that. So this thing, we're gonna do this like kind of just here-ish. And let's see how long this takes. I always forget. So 30 per minute. This can support 4. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So this can support a ton of this basically. Can I build another one up here? Kind of. It's not gonna let me grid align. Oh no, it does. Okay. We'll do like 3 for now. I didn't space them correctly. It's pretty close. I do like how it puts these, I just had the word in my head, these like platform things here to balance it out. Okay, so these are all going to make copper ingots. And then from those, we want to make a bunch of copper wire. And we're not going to be able to do a lot, unfortunately, due to our lack of reinforced iron plate. So this consumes 15 per minute, and this produces 30. Or sorry, this produces 30. So one of these can support 2 of these. Which means this could actually support 6, which is kind of ridiculous. I'm not actually sure there's room. Maybe we should like scoot this back. And actually one belt, a level 1 belt can only support 2 of these, so let's actually just pull one up. Yeah, we can make, we can make 2 of these. So we're gonna stick one like way off to the side there. I'm gonna stick one there. And we're out. And I think I put it too close because we do need a splitter now. I'm gonna bind these. This is gonna be on 8, and that's gonna be on 9. Yeah, these are way too close. Still like getting used to all the model sizes and stuff. I don't know why it doesn't let me align both ways, but it's pretty close. Okay, so you need to spin around. Sure this will go into there. It will. It's a little curvy, but that's okay. It's character, right? It adds character. Okay, so we've got that. This dude is gonna need to spit out somewhere. He'll probably actually need to move over to allow room for this. In fact, I mean, maybe we only need 1. Like, this is a ton of cable worth. This is actually so much cable, guys. And lastly, I think for now, we will want platforms on here, but for now I'm just gonna bind our storage container to 0. And I'm gonna stick this platform. Let's back up a little bit. Yeah, that's doable. I'm gonna stick the platform kind of in the middle. Do number 9, take a merger. I wasn't really in the middle, was it? Oh well. And I think just for symmetry's sake, it would look better to go on the side rather than back there. Hook him up. So none of this has power. We'll bring another power pole over. Let's actually stick it in the middle. Okay, so this guy is going to connect there. Probably going to trip a circuit doing this. You go to there. And then you can connect there. And then this guy is gonna plug in like that. And he's gonna make wire. Boom. So yeah, we're probably going to run out of power really soon. If anything, due to... God, we tore down the rest of our factory, actually, but we're actually probably going to run out of fuel more than anything. Alright, so this would be probably, I was going to say, this would be a good time to use these conveyor pulls, but it is actually auto-making one for me without clipping through the ground. We'll see if it can do it the rest of the way. So our base is over here. Hello, little lizard doggo, it's nice to see you. Really, I probably should have brought this up the left of that ramp. Oh well. I'm just like running it through the forest here. We could actually put the buffer. This is actually a really stupid idea. What am I doing? We have the buffer on the wrong end. Yeah. We do still need this merger, but we're just gonna belt this. Now, how many of these actually produce? 45. So one level 1 belt actually can't support 2 belts of this. But we'll just do that anyway. And because we actually want the container on our base side so we can easily grab it and use it for other stuff. Because, like I said, for now, we're not really using cable for anything, or wire for anything, except objectives and making some cable here and there. Okay, so our base is over this way. Could actually stick it like right down there ish. I know you can do longer sections of this. I like doing it kind of in segments though, because it tends to be a bit cleaner. And then you, not entirely sure how this is gonna work. Yeah, so this would be a great time for one of these. Maybe. This is actually like a massive drop. How are we going to do that? Because you can only go that high. Let's go like... that? I think this is going to clip. Yeah, big time. It doesn't break it. Like, I know that'll work, but it's really frustrating to me to see it clipping through the ground like that. Alright, so now that we have that, we can try to get this thing down. I don't know how steep you can make this. Apparently nowhere near that steep. We're going to kind of have to step it down here a little bit. Okay, let's... I think even that's too steep. Yep. Alright, let's try... That should work. Wait, no? Really? Oh, is this facing... It's too steep. Oh my goodness. How are we gonna do this? That's still super steep, but that's okay. Have a little roller coaster belt. And then this guy, now we put the storage container. And this is actually good. This is kind of out of the way a bit. We're going to stick this, like, right here. Because then if we want to make cable or something, we can do it, like, right over here. And there we go. Cool. And actually, we can probably just get this next objective once that wire gets down here, because we should have... Actually... We don't quite have enough. Because I use so much iron plate making the dang belts. We're pretty close, though. Just gonna make a few of these. Okay, we're gonna dump those in there. That guy can go in there. Sweet. And then a cable... Oh man, that looks so cool. 30. I mean, there's a ton. This whole belt probably has like 100 on it, but... and then our iron. I don't think we're going to get a chance to set up all our iron production, but we are definitely going to want that. And hopefully, I'm hoping we have enough concrete to start doing some platforms. The copper I wasn't as concerned about, because that's way over there for now. Obviously, we will want everything on platforms eventually, but... Oh, we actually have more than I thought. So we have 230. 6 goes into that. Well, if we had 240, 6 would go into that 40 times. That'd be 40 things. That's actually probably enough to get started. I would think so, for sure. I really wish this belt was faster. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to get this today. I do want... Yeah, we definitely need to be able to make biofuel. This biomass is just not going to cut it. He has 11. He's out. Yeah, and then the one up there is probably close to out as well. Actually, that's like... Is this a fuel gauge? I thought it was, but considering this one's the same as that one and this only has 10 left, I think maybe not. That'd be cool. Or maybe I'm just reading it wrong. But I think this is going to do it for this one, guys. We got concrete set up. We got our splitters and stuff, which is huge. We got the copper. I actually really like this. This looks pretty awesome coming down from that hill. And then next episode, we're going to platform this entire thing. I may do that off camera. And once we get utility, we should have... I'm pretty sure utility gives us a chainsaw, which will be awesome. Oh, it does not. That would be the obstacle clearing, which we'll probably want to, because that allows us to clear these trees. We can't build platforms in them and then clear them later. It just looks really bad. But we'll platform this whole area, and we're going to start squeezing in as much iron stuff as we possibly can and really, really ramp up our production. And then obviously this is not enough room for Megabase, so we're going to have to expand elsewhere. I'll have to find, there's not really much flat area. We can make flat area though. for sure. Anyway, I think that's going to do it, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am really, really looking forward to continuing this playthrough and expanding things even farther. But if you have any questions or thoughts, leave them below. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.